11:15. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm going to do another sketch and paint. I think I'm doing a landscape. So let me sketch it out real quick. I've been I do landscapes a lot of ways. This way is kind of fun because you kind of get to see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have some mountains back here kind of coming around here. Maybe with like some ground up here with the water over here. So I'm going to cut it pretty much right in half. The horizon here. Just like that. So I'm going to have a big mountain back here. We're going to have like mountains coming from the side here. Coming down. And then like a new mountain in front of this one. Then a new mountain in front of this one. Maybe like hills. This will all be water. And then we'll drop some more like cliffs over here. Maybe with rocks down here. This will be like maybe like the ground will be down here. Then I'm going to have a bunch of bushes, different colors in here. So I'll be bushes down here. This is going to be water. And then I'll have, I think I'm going to put the sun up here. We'll see. But there it is. But I'm going to different colors than I usually use. I'm going to use purple, then get light, darker as I come forward. Blue and green water. Maybe I'll put some what's in here. Like I've never done waves, but maybe I'll give it a try. And get like waves coming forward. Alright, there's the layout. Let's get started. I'm just going to start with the and maybe come around this way, then I'll do the water, then I'll do the sky. So I know I want this back mountain to be kind of like a light violet. So it looks far away. I'm just going to block it in one color right now, and then I'll highlight it. Then I'll add some like snow and stuff up there, I think. Maybe some mist. I can get some mist in there. You know what I'm gonna do later on today? After this, I gotta run to the store. I want to I want to attempt the Mona Lisa again. But this time I'm gonna do it instead of, last time I did it like a cartoon. This time I'm gonna actually paint, I want to paint the Mona Lisa with everything in there. So maybe that'll be fun. This next one, I'm just going to make it a little darker. So I'm going to add some blue to that purple I just used. And we'll make this one like a bluish color. This should look pretty good, hopefully, when I'm done. Lisa just tried calling me, my bandmate, but I don't have my phone on. Let's see, what color am I gonna make this? I'll add a little Payne's gray to it now. We'll like start getting a little gray in here. I think it's gonna end up looking pretty cool with these mountains or hills now. We're gonna make these just, right now I'm just blocking in the color just to get my undertone down, just to get the idea in. I think I'm gonna stick with the gray color because I don't want to use brown. Uh, Another way you can do it as you come forward, you could use the same color, but you have to lighten up the bottom portion of the hill before you lay the next one in. It's a cool trick. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put some hill. And we'll make this one like dark bluish purple. Real dark. Oh, so usually when I do my bushes, I just mix a dark green and I'll put black, and then I'll just put the bushes in dark, and then I'm like all these bushes with different colors. I'm going to use like purple, blue, orange, bunch of different colors. You could also use burnt umber with black in it, which I'll probably do that over here so I can show you. So We'll do this side with dark green. Now mix burnt umber and black. And then we'll do this side with burnt umber and black. Just mix a little black and umber. And you kind of get the same effect here. You just want dark color here so you can put some highlights on it. So you could do your bushes either this way or with this brown. I'm just pulling up to make it look like bush tire. So I'll probably do the orange and yellow on this side and the blue and purple on this side here. I'll show you. Some bushes down here. This is the under color of the bushes. All right. Looking good. This is just all going to be water. This is going to be like a beach down here. So what I have, some yellow ochre. Yellow ochre with a little burnt umber in it. Maybe a little yellow. So this is going to be the beach here. I'm going to use two tones of a light tone back here. And then I'll darken it up here where the water keeps running in. So just add a little more burnt umber to it. And this will be like where the water kind of keeps wetting the sand as it flows in. There we go. Let me lighten this up a little more. This should look more like sand. Just add more yellow to it. And my bushes now. Okay. It's coming out good. Let's put the water in. So I'm going to actually have waves. So I'm going to make this part blue, and then this part will be like a greenish blue where the waves are hitting up here. So I've never done waves before. But looking at pictures, it doesn't look that hard. It really doesn't. So I'm going to have just going to put this in blue for now, and then I'll lighten it up in a bit. It's kind of like if you go to the Washington on our west side of Washington, state, you'll see scenes like this out there. Get to the ocean. This is actually an ocean view here, looking around the bend. Also, you'd see stuff like this in Portland, Oregon on the coast. Maybe in Northern California. Alright, so now this part of the water is going to get green, so I'm just going to add green to that blue that I'm using. And a little bit of like a light green. So yeah, after I'm done with this, I'm going to try and do the Mona Lisa. Like I said before, I did it about a month ago, but turned it into a cartoon looking thing. But now I want to do it like for real to see. I've been practicing my portraits a little bit, so I want to see if I got any better. Because what's cool about the Mona Lisa, there's an actual landscape behind her. Like her face is here, but there's like a landscape behind her. So I'm going to do it all. I'll do the landscape and then put her face in there. Should be pretty cool. Alright, let's do the sky next. I'm going to just put a light blue sky up there for maybe like a bluish green color. Way too dark. I shouldn't have used that's phthalo blue. It should be more like this light over here. I always put the sky in dark. I'll be able to lighten it up by putting clouds up there, but that phthalo blue is really strong. You don't need to make your sky blue like that. You could almost make it like a light white, like a light bluish color. Even that's a little too dark. But I should be able to fix it up here. When it dries, I'll just put some white over the top of it. Times I'll do a landscape and I'm not happy with the way the sky came out because I picked the wrong color blue. And that's what just happened here. But you can see I can lighten it up by adding white to it. Look at that landscape already. Wow. It's going to be cool. Like all the different mountains coming around. I might put the sun up here. Maybe we'll have some birds in here. And it's done with some seagulls. It's looking pretty good. Let's see if I can lighten this up right now. We'll run the clouds like up like this. So nice to have the day off today. Alright, that's good enough. When it dries, I'll put some more clouds up there. Alright, next thing, I'm going to work on this mountain back here. And I'm gonna lighten up this side of it here. See how I did that? And then we'll darken up. This is the shadow set over here. And just darken this up a little. Mountains are fun to do. Let me do the light first. Then I usually put the shadow side on once I'm done doing this side. Cool. Yeah, I like doing these mountains. I have a lot of videos on my channel where I describe how to do these mountains. If you like the way these mountains come out, I got a lot of videos on my channel. Some of them are just, you know, mountain videos. Some are cloud, how to do clouds. I quit doing those because, I mean, I had so many of them. So I just started doing lives now. I'd rather just do lives. That looks cool. Look at that mountain. Wow. I got 6 likes already. So this year, it's a new year, I've decided to use different colors on my landscapes. I've always used traditional blue, gray mountains with green trees, and they always come out looking the same. So here things are going to change. I'm going to do more like purple mountains, maybe blue mountains, yellow skies with suns in there, maybe more beach scenes like with beaches with palm trees, stuff like that. Because I've been doing west paintings for, man, almost, yeah, 2 years now. So this year is going to be a different year. So the light's going to be hitting over here. So I'm kind of lighting up the face of all these real quick, just to get an idea how they're going to end up. Just to judge what it's going to look like. Okay. Once you get used to painting, you'll use the light as a and the light's over here coming down, right, hitting this side of the mountain. So the rest of the light's going to also be hitting over here too, right, on these things. So you could just come in here and kind of roughly throw some light in here just to get an idea. See that? You'll get used to it. I'm going to try and, I want to make it look like fog down here, so I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to take a clean filbert brush, right? And I'm going to try and blend down this mountain here at the bottom. Soften it up a bit. Might have to wet the brush a little because I let it dry first. Just wet your brush. And I'm going to add a little white, titanium white to my brush. Really wet now, so We're going to add some white ball down here. It's already pretty wet. I mean white. So we'll run some white right on the top of the blue here. There we go. See how it kind of makes it look for. I'll probably have to do it some more, but let's keep moving forward now. I'm anxious to try the waves because I've never done waves before. So let's do the waves first. So I'm going to use a fan brush, and there's a first wave right in the front here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of brush in some here. And then kind of pull it back a little. Kind of like keep your brush straight. And you can pull some of the wave back, like keeping it horizontal, is what I mean. Just like that. Now down here, this gray, where it's coming into the shore, just going to paint it in gray, and it's going to be the bottom, of the wave where it's coming up on the shore there. Just a light gray. All right, there's the, that'll be first wave in. The next wave is going to kind of come from here. Just dotting it in for now. And then I'm going to have another wave right here. And then a big wave across the back here. Cool. Wow, that's going to be fun. That is going to be fun, fun, fun. Now, from a picture I saw, once you got your white up here, these front ones, you just got to kind of pull the white down into the green just a little bit, like this. Let me wet the brush a little. I guess you should do one wave at a time, but grab some of the white here and just kind of pull it down, create your wave. It'd be better to do like one at a time because this all dried on me already, but you get the idea how to make it look like a wave. And then I'll come the brush and put the foam on top of here once I'm done pulling all this. So this one I'm going to put a little bit of shadow underneath here before I pull the white down. So I'm going to use a dark blue back here with the black in it. I need to use a filbert brush. Just need a dark color underneath some of this wave here. Just to create a shadow. Doesn't have to be the whole thing. I think that's enough. All right, now we'll pull that down, just like how I did this here. When you paint like this, it helps to have a stout fan brush. If it's too loose, like acrylic fan brushes are like, it's not going to pull it. So it's actually better to use an oil brush sometimes. Let's try and drop some of this water over the top like this. See that? I'm not really a surfer, so I don't know how. I think the wave would be coming over here. Do it in small sections first and then look at it to see if it's looking good. I kind of like the way that looks. I'll bring this one over. Whoopsie, I pulled it too far there. Let's pull this one. This looks like this would be crashing down like that maybe. There we go. Now at the bottom, we'll kind of pull we'll put the white in some of that area. To flatten the wave out. All right, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks kind of calm out here, so I'm going to run a... It looks too calm out here, so what I'm going to do is run this kind of all the way across here. Make it look like there's another... Waves are roaring back there. Very good. It's the first time I ever did an ocean. Believe it or not, I looked up some ocean water, how it worked, and then I remembered it from my mind. And I'll have to double check these waves to make sure they're correct, but they look okay. They look like waves. Let's put some of these, I'm going to put some of this wave coming over the top of these too, maybe a few. Wow, that looks pretty good. Let's see if I got any watching today. Barbara, you still in there, Barbara? Yeah, for the new year, if you're still in here, decided to make my paintings more colorful. I mean, I've got thousands of landscapes that are like blue and green that look like traditional, authentic, and they kind of get boring after a while. So start utilizing my colors more and just make it look realistic, but use different colors. That's my whole goal this year. I still want it to look real, but I'll use different colors. This is the first time I've ever done a wave like that. It's not really done yet, but it's close. I just got to clean up the back side of these waves here. Then it'll be done. It's getting there. It is there. Let me fix some of the shadow here. I kind of like it. I like this wave here. So I'm trying to emulate that over here. I'll make that a little higher. Let's see if I can adjust it here. Let it dry, and I'll add some water on top. Wow. I'm really digging this scene here. So Barbara, guess what I'm going to do later? I don't know if you heard. I'm going to do the Mona Lisa. I'm going to do the Mona Lisa, the landscape behind her. I don't know if you ever noticed on the Mona Lisa, there's a whole landscape behind her. I was one day just doing the landscape and leaving her out of it. Because it's actually a pretty good landscape. You know, artists back in the day didn't really get much tribute for doing landscapes in the early days. They judged your art according to how well portrait. But then later on, in the early 1900s, they started looking at landscapes in a different. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. There is a landscape behind her. I was gonna like try and finish the landscape like by judging behind her and actually create finished landscape that you can't see. I kind of like these shadows, so I'm gonna put more shadows here. Not too many, just a few. Guess I should have done it first. That's all right. I'll just have to redo the wave because I really like these dark spots. Okay. Yeah, also the Mona Lisa is very small. People, they go see it in person and they think it's going to be like a huge painting, and it's smaller than this. I think it was done on a board. All right, that's enough of the waves. I'm not really a wave person, and I don't know how to really finish them off, so I'm going to leave it the way I got it, because the more you mess around with it, the worse it'll get. So I've learned that. I've learned that from my portraits. Yeah, you've seen me around on those portraits, man. This is looking really nice. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. Let's put the light up here now. This is fun doing this part because it looks flat, right? And now I'm going to give this some. It's always fun creating the mountains. It gives it depth and everything. It takes a little practice, but you just got to realize where, you know, the light's hitting the surface here. So this would be all the shadow here, this side. So I'm going to probably darken it up just a little. That was blue, purple. Let's see. So cool. Wow. That is amazing. All right, so let me move on to the gray ones. I always forget to dry my brush off. It's like, I don't like when the brush is too wet. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. This one was really fun. What I like about it, I don't have any trees in here. I kind of like that. Man, this is so fun. These rocks are really fun. I don't really have enough of these. It's kind of like really interesting how to put this light up on these rocks. It's really cool designing those. I hear that a lot, where you got to have dark for your lights to show up, you know. I've never done a painting like this before. I like the color of it for sure, because man, this almost looks like some kind of space shuttle. You see that? Doesn't that look like the space shuttle, the shape of it? Man, this is really cool. It'd be nice to put a bird right there. I see a little dark spot there. Let me finish the sky now. What I want to do is put clouds around the bottom of the edge of this purple mountain. Like they're rolling over. That looks so cool. Man. Earlier I went and got a coffee, Barbara, and there was a video that showed up on my feed about quantum theory. And there's this one thing that it said about how those molecules, they don't move unless they are being observed. So I started thinking about, well, that works with color. Everything that exists, if no one's observing it, it's not even really it's just gray until someone looks at it. So it's the same thing with visual. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and paint like a person in gray over here and then put the person in color. Like maybe a guy with a suit on with a top hat and a cane, side by side, one in gray and one in color. Because it's getting pretty interesting what they're finding out about that quantum. That one AI that they have now, it's so fast, it's unbelievable what it can do. I want to run some water up on the beach. Just don't know how to do it here. Let's see, maybe I think that looks right. You got to keep everything horizontal with water. So if you ran it this way, the angle this way wouldn't look right. So everything's supposed to be pretty horizontal from this perspective, you know. Not bad for 1 hour. 1 hour and 6 minutes so far. Man, I'm really happy with this. I might leave me try and brighten up the sky in here a little bit. I need some more white. So the paint, I used a mixture of paint here. I used some Liquitex and some Winsor Newton. The blue was Liquitex. The purple was Winsor Newton. This green was Liquitex. The brown was Winsor Newton. So it's like a mixture of two companies. But I think it looks okay. I can't wait to put a finish on this one. I'm gonna wait about 3 days though. Let it dry really good and then put a gloss finish on it. I can't believe it, Barbara. This is the best painting I think I've ever done. I enjoyed it. Can't wait to do the Mona Lisa. I think I'm going to do that next. I got to run to the store. Then I'll upload a Mona Lisa picture on my phone. And I think I'm going to do maybe just the landscape first. And leave her out of it. Although I want to do her again, because all right, I kind of like this. I'm going to make these look more like put a few birds up here and I'm done. This is really amazing. I should do another row of clouds behind this one. A little bigger. So it looks like they're coming forward in the painting. Yep. That'd be incredible. Like another row of clouds up here. It'll look like they're closer to us. Man, should I do it? That's the question. Yeah, Daniel, how you doing? Happy New Year, buddy. Yeah, this is my favorite painting so far. Thank you. This really looks like the West Coast here, for sure. You get out there, you know, near the ocean. Uh, in Oregon, though, there'd be more rocks. There'd probably be a boulder sitting right out in the water. A big one. I've seen people go out there and swim and climb up on them. I know, I think that would complete it. And then a bird, throw up there and throw some color in these bushes. There's still quite a bit to do. I'm trying to think how big to make those clouds, though. That's the thing. Uh, yeah, you're in Florida, right, Barbara? I can't remember. Yeah, Florida. Are you guys getting fog out there? That crazy fog stuff? I think I'm going to go for the second row of clouds. Man, this is like And then I'm going to get geared up for the Mona Lisa painting after this. So it'll be the Mona Lisa without the Mona Lisa. So I think I'm going to start these clouds. I want that hump right kind of here. Same hump. Alright, let's do it up the angle. Let's see how it turns out. I think it's going to be fine. Start diving it down here so we got the curvature of the earth in there. Sorry, flat earthers. Yeah, this will be good. And then I can put highlights on these clouds. Then it'll look complete. Shadows underneath. Actually using the flow additive today rather than, just water. Because it really helps the paint stay more together, is what I read. Water kind of dilutes paint and separates it on your painting. I mean, it's okay to use water like for undertones and stuff, but like on the finished part of the painting, you should use the flow additive. The part the main on top. Yeah, that was a great idea, Daniel. I didn't know if I was going to go for it, but man. Man, that really added a lot. And then with these lines coming down here, it looks cool. I'm gonna put some shadows in here now. Little Payne's gray and a light blue. Payne's gray with the. I think I need a smaller brush though. It's too dark. I don't want it too dark. All right, that's enough. Still looks good. I'll add some more white cheese. It looks so cool, man. All right, let me put a few birds in there, and then I'm going to run to the store and I'm going to download a picture of the Mona Lisa and give that a try again. All right, where to put the birds? I think I'm going to put a few over here and maybe some over here. It looked good. I had that dark spot here. I thought it looked kind of cool. And around there. Yeah, that looks pretty wicked. Okay. I've been putting birds in all my paintings for 2 years now. There we go, guys. Let me, I'm going to highlight these later. All these bushes are going to have color on them. But I want to get over to the store, then eat a sandwich, and then I'll be back. There we go. I hit the 5-minute marks on my while I was recording. I just hit it now, but look at that. I think that's my favorite landscape ever. I think now that I know how to do waves, I could do another whale scene, like with waves out there. You can't wait to put like a gloss finish on this one. You wait at least 3 days, let your painting dry really good before you put that because if you do it like right now, it'll turn everything milky. It'll like mess the paint up. So you got to let it set for at least 3 days, it says. Very cool. Thanks for watching, you guys. I know everybody's probably sleeping still. You talking about on the rocks? The highlights on the rocks? Or in the grass? Yeah, I didn't finish the grass, the bushes. I will, though. I'm going to put like purples and blues and oranges up here. All right. Might as well finish it now. Well, I'll do some of it's already green, but I want to put some blues in there. Blues and where's my fan brush? I was going to put orange, brown stuff and then put blues and yellows over here. I kind of pulled the grass up, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's try purple. Yeah, I like that. Let me try, we'll throw a little orange in there. Definitely orange over here. And some yellow, maybe. Look at that, Daniel. That's looking pretty wicked. That is crazy looking. It's not really the way I wanted it, but it's good to work. Ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-da-da-ba. Let's try yellow ochre. I like the green look better than this brown here. But it is what it is. I saw another YouTube video where that's one of the things that they say, top 10 things you shouldn't say anymore. It is what it is. They say to take that out of your vocabulary. Well, it's something different. Definitely looks different. It's not the way I usually do my bushes. I usually, dot it in with color and then pull it up. Let's try putting flowers down here. Maybe that'll help. Like the way I do let's see if that's gonna work. It might. I'm not worried about this because if this doesn't turn out good, I can always darken it again and start over. But try purple flowers. Wow, I kind of see something happening here. I might have to continue like that. All looks kind of cool. I should have done it like this. This is how I do my flowers. Yeah, that's going to be much better. Do 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 do. Everything's changing here. Damn. Well, I kind of see what I need to do now. I don't like either of these. I don't like these at all, and I got to make these, highlight these the way I usually do them. So when I come back, I'll have to darken, let this dry and highlight it maybe, because I don't like the way it looks here. Maybe this will give me some ideas. There's a lot of bush here to work with. That's why it's difficult to get down right. Maybe if I layer the bushes. Yeah, yeah, I'll layer them. Okay, so I got an idea. I'm gonna put these bushes in white up front here. For now, and then I'll have then a layer in front of it. have this layer in front. All right, now I can pick out some colors for those. Wow, that was a long way around for that. That was a long way around. So I think I'll do light purple up here and back here. I should have just maybe laid stuff in with color instead of, you know, dark green. Do purple here. I'll get it figured out, Daniel. You're probably coaching me on there. I should look at the chat room, but I think I got it figured out. All right, well, purple there, and I'll make this blue behind it. Hey, how you doing, Ed? Yeah, this came out great. I'm having trouble with these bushes, though. Seems like I always run into a bad spot in a painting. So my new goal right now, Ed, is I gotta run to the store, but I'm gonna do the Mona Lisa landscape. Have you ever noticed behind the Mona Lisa, there's like a landscape behind her? So I'm gonna try and do that. Let me let this dry for a second, then I'm gonna highlight it the way I'm used to highlighting. Should be fine. Yeah, how was your New Year's? Pretty good? I think I seen that, Barbara. Yeah, I could turn those into rocks too. Probably look better. Yeah, I stayed home as well. Yeah, I don't like the layout of these bushes. Maybe if this purple one down here, like, came in front here. Let me try putting more beach in here. Let's see what happens. I'm running out of beach. I think that might be the answer, Barbara. We'll put more beach down here and then just put rocks on either side. I really like this painting. I don't want to mess up the bottom part of it. Alright, what I'll do, I'm going to extend the beach and then just put rocks here. Good call, Barbara. Good thing I got this good yellow. I got Liquitex yellow that works really well. That's going to be cool. The beach will have some color in it as well. Yeah, all right. I'll pick up some unbleached titanium. I don't have that on. You saying for a beach color? The sand? I used to love this yellow ochre and burnt umber mixture. You get that really golden color. Burnt umber and yellow ochre. Look at that. All right, very good. So now I think I can put a rock here and a rock here. And we'll use the blue. Little Payne's gray. There we go. There we go. think I'm gonna like this better. I'm gonna have to let that dry before I finish that. All right, guys, I'm gonna run to the store and I gotta let this dry before I put any more color on it. It's just soaking in. I'll finish these when I get back. There you go. I'll just zoom it in up here. I really like this one. I might end up putting a dead tree in here too, maybe. Just a small one. Maybe some sticks down on the beach. Well, thanks for your help, everyone. I gotta let this dry before I can put any more paint on it. It's like turned to mud. I'll be back, and hopefully you guys come back and check out my Mona Lisa. I'm gonna do the landscape. I'm not gonna do the Mona, just imagine what's behind her. It's pretty good landscape. I've looked at it before. All right. Happy New Year's, everyone.